The West Coast, they leave that spring. And now you got all in your dread. Hey.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Play action. It's Herbert. Steps away. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Buying time to his left. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They'll run on first down. Aldridge. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll buy some time right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On second down, Aldridge, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2nd down and goal. Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Aldridge. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a give right side. Aldridge. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quentin Justin Jefferson gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flush to his right. And outbounds right around the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And his kick here is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Jets in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion right is Wilson. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Hey, 626.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, black.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over first and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second and 9, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Rodgers. And he fends him off. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You block over here.
Now Rodgers. Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Aldridge, and a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Inside.
Now Hall to start the drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Take 30. Back north.
Rodgers going to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On play action, it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's out right at the 25. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on third down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now again, right side. Aldridge. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Herbert now. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We're seeing these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get 300! Get 300!
Now it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Aldridge. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's Williams on the catch. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Aldridge, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This pass out wide to Hall. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one caught by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Completes it to Hardman. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Aldridge, and he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Aldridge, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at...
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck, and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner and nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no set.